Hey everyone, Freddie Sahar, co-owner of Osiris here. Just hopping into another video in our Slack series. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about how to add members, how to add a member to a workspace in a channel, private versus regular channels, how to create a private channel, how to create a regular channel, and then who's invited to these channels and a little bit of how we invite people to our channels and who we allow into our certain channels. So let's go ahead and hop right in. If you remember, a workspace is really like your business within Slack. So I have one here for Osiris. I also have my PLG and my other real estate teams right there. So what we'll go ahead and do is if you want to add a member to the workspace, you'll go ahead and click on this drop down up here again and just invite people to Osiris. This is where you can go ahead and invite members. These are other features. These are for different types of, if you want to add multi-channel guests, they'll only have guest access, but this is a paid feature. So most clients of ours are going to go ahead and use the free Slack we do as well. But you'll go ahead and add a member right here, usually by their email address, and you can create a name for them, optional. They'll be asked to create their own name for Slack if you do not ask them to create a name, or if you do not create one here for them. And new members will automatically join on ours, Mastermind, Public FAQ, and Public Questions and Answers. You can go ahead and edit and add those right here as you'd like. Generally, we say if you're onboarding a new agent, go ahead and just add them into the general and onboarding channels. If you're creating Slack or we're creating Slack for you and you're already a functioning and running team, then you can go ahead and add them to the channels that make sense. You also can share an invite link right here by clicking this, and if you send this link to someone, they can go ahead and join via this link. But I would not share this link with anyone as it does not expire. You can deactivate the link though if this link has been breached or shared to people that you don't want joining the team channel. Now let's go ahead and look at how we can add a member to a channel. So we've got the Mastermind channel up right here. Up in the top right corner, we can see here's all my members that have access to this channel. You can add people right here, but this is going to just add people who are already in your Slack workspace. And you can see Jeff's already in this channel, so it won't let me add him. But if you want to add someone who's not in this channel, you can go ahead and go right here. Go ahead and search their name here. Everyone's in our Mastermind channel, obviously, because we invite you guys automatically once we invite you into the workspace. So that's a way that you can go ahead and add a member to the channel. Now let's go ahead and talk about the difference between private channels and regular channels. So a regular channel is just standard. You go ahead and create it, and anyone has access to it if they're in your workspace. Private channels, however, are limited or restricted access. Not everyone in your workspace will have access, and you'll go ahead and actually dictate who does have access to that. Some good ideas of channels, or you can see here in Jeff, the Blue Sky Home Groups channel, we have handout leads, standard leads, premium leads, lead pawn, lead alert bank. So there's a lot of different channels, and some of these channels are going to have different access levels to them. You can see here the little lock on the side is going to indicate the difference between a regular channel and a private channel. Now let's go ahead and talk about how we can go ahead and create channels, regular and private. So to create a channel, you can either hit this drop down right here and hit create a channel. You can also go right here to the bottom of your channels list and hit add channels, and that'll allow you to create a new channel. So what we can do here is you can name the channel. We're going to just name this test. You can describe what the channel is about. This is the test channel, and this is where you can go ahead and select if this channel is going to be private or not. We're going to go ahead and create a private channel here. If you go ahead and make it a not private channel, you hit create, it'll go ahead and just create and add that channel for you right away. If you do make it a private channel, however, there's going to be one more step. So you've created that private channel, and now we can go ahead and add members to that channel. Like we can add Jeff here, we can add Pete here. We'll go ahead and hit add. They will go ahead and now have access to this channel. This is a private channel. You can see here I put a private channel in there. Only Jeff and Pete will go ahead and get notifications for this channel. No other members of our workspace will get notifications to this channel. However, if we add them to it, we can go ahead and create and add them to this. Alrighty, now let's talk about who's invited. So obviously this is a space for your team to converse, to get lead notifications, to ask questions, to schedule Zoom calls, as you can see in Jeff's Slack channel here. Let me go ahead and pull that up. As you can see in Jeff's Slack channel here, it will go ahead and alert you for certain Zooms, certain calendar events. He has an EXP training that links to all the EXP training here. but who has access to those? So generally, everyone on your team should have access to the general channel right here, to the clients channel, to the questions channel. But on my team, we do have our vendors in Slack as well. But I do not recommend adding vendors to your general channel, as that should be a space for agents only. What I do recommend is creating maybe an FAQ channel or a vendor channel and adding in your lender, maybe a title agent and some other representatives that you work closely with. And that can be a great place to converse, ask questions, and also have a storage of past questions that have been asked so people can go ahead and search through and maybe not have to ask the same question twice. So that's a little bit about how to add members, difference between channels, workspaces, private and regular channels. I'm going to be creating many more videos for this Slack video series.